Alright. Alright. Today for my writing. Yesterday I tried out streaming some of my writing, but I don't think I'm going to be doing that again. It's just a bit difficult to write without more of a plan. So today I've come up with a better idea. What I want to do, I'm just going to go through a lot of the poems that I've written already. I'm going to find my... Oftentimes I don't like entire poems. None of the poems I've written I really like all that much as a whole, but there are bits and pieces in them that I do like. So I've got quite a few poems here, and I'm going to find my favorite bits, put them into here, and if anything comes to mind that I'd like to further or anything like that, then I'll write them down. Now, as a byproduct of that, that means I'm going to be reading through a lot of these poems again. We're not going to do this one early on because it's long, but we'll go through here. And so I guess I'll do this. It just makes it easier to record. Okay, so in this one, show your worth, they cried and cheered. Show our truth, they tried and jeered. But heaven is a fundamental flaw, and hell is this world's natural law. So what's their worth, the angels cry, so what's their cause, to God's deny? To speak of such is to lie, and to act is to die. One second, let me start the rain again. Too much to learn, too much to gain, and to lose as such is once to fame. To rush so fast to the dragon's lair, fight tooth and nail, so very rare. To stand so tall in this fatal fall, to watch as I begin this tale. A fatal story, and my final nail, to a coffin as old as time, as man old hymns and ancient rhymes. The dark mistress is at my beck and call, and the lonely lark calls as the wall falls. The saddened glimmer on a distant peak, the roaring fury of one so very meek. He who kills those who speak, of what it was, none shall say. What it is, all will pray. The scythe will fall in the golden day, and the sky will turn a brilliant gray. The final color all will see, the end of all is to ever be. And the mistress walks my domain, and the mistress walks my old domain, and so the lark talks of my new refrain. But to me the past is just a pain to cast aside and throw away. And now I walk through grayish sea, with water's waves that shall not touch me. A god's fatal wish, a peasant's final wish, or a final kiss. Alright, so there are a couple lines that I like through this. I like this here. I'll just add a little note real quick. Oh, just like the internal rhymes. Just the cried and cheered and to tried and jeered. I like that. But heaven is a fundamental flaw, and hell is this world's natural law. Like this as well, for similar reasons, so I just don't comment onto it. Dude, too much to learn, too much to gain, and to lose as such is once to fame. I like that. Probably have to go through these again and make sure that I do actually like all of them, but this is just the first. To a coffin as old as time, as man's old hymns and ancient rhymes. Like this. Maybe I don't do these notes here. And just give a space between each one. The dark mistress. The saddened glimmer of a distant peak, the roaring fury of one so very meek. I like this. Um, the scythe will fall on the golden day and the sky will turn a brilliant gray. I like that. Alright, the rest is whatever. This one, not really. This right here. I like this phrase. I like this phrase. I don't really like any of this. The deadly duel is Hades' rule and Odin's son, your time is done. Yes. I like this. I like this just because of... This deadly duel is Hades' rule. This duel into rule. And then we have... an Odin's son, your time is done. I like that. And I like this. I like this whole 4-part sequence here. The deadly duel is Hades' rule, and Odin's son, your time is done. But wait, what is that at Heaven's Gate? A bust of Hera lies in wait. I like that. Bodies flying, shovels saw, all for what? That starry sky and broken law. Why we walk and why we stand should make you balk as you see our land. Lonesome voices do dismay, and all you do is pray. Please leave us, you golden bird, muddied, stained, don't return. Under your wings, doomed to fall, doomed to fight, and heed your call. Just realized I was in Discord still. Just gonna leave that real quick so I don't have anything else. Bodies flying, shovel saw. Yeah, I like this entire one. Don't have a name for it though. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. Live to fight another day. I don't like that. I like this. So don't you act like you dearly care, you saintly reaper of despair. I like that. To us it's all the same. It will always be as you came. Those lonely nights will forever come, but you tried for naught to hold our gun. Roots so fierce as treaties torn, those white flags weave so very worn. I actually like this whole bit right here. He who soars has forever rusted, he whose pen is forever busted. The man who speaks and nothing else, excuses lies, is something new. I like this. But I have to add a comment? How do I add a comment? Okay, I'll just have to put it in parentheses for now. I like it. the these bits here. See, something's changed. I wrote this into a poem. We'll probably look at that in a bit. The good man came and took her hand, said, I'm gonna lead you to the promised land. That's more of a song type thing. Island of deep despair. No. Mountain of skylers in sweet despair. A sorrowful sympathy. A symphony leaps into the air, and here I sit alone and crying, whilst the land around is dying. I like this part right here. Madness gathers in sweet despair. A sorrowful symphony leaps into the air. You know what I am, my dearest son, the father cried to the unfaithful one. I am the one God will look to in a time of need. The good father boasted before falling to his knees. Father, father, the son did cry. Mother, mother, dad has died. The son so duly lied. And heaven rang its fateful bell as the son was doomed to hell's eternal cell. I like bits of this. We'll just copy the whole thing for now. I'll go back through later. Just double check and make sure that I do like, I'll just go back and find the lines that I really like. The death of their leaders was just the start, those longing believers so sorry to part. But as day turned to years and moss-covered grave, those things that were buried were actually fears. The heart and the soul of the damned and the brave. I like this. And I like this. So watch me run past the platinum sun. So watch it long last as the work gets done. And I like this, but this feels like a separate idea than this first part here. All right, that's it for that. We forgot, but our mother did not. Let's see. The alarm bell cries, which warns of doom. The oceans rise beneath a darkened moon. An endless rising heat, it is mother we cannot beat. And as the morning breaks its fast, and the light racing devours land, and the deserts glow with burning sand, and you cry, why won't it last? For as the last blade trembles in the weary wind, and as the finale falls and starts again, the intruding gray which sweeps through the day, an endless gloom for even those who pray. I like this bit right here. Those who live gaze in fright as mother takes away their right, granted to them by divine intentions, taken away from devilish intentions. I like this. The cities burn, the oceans burn as mother turns from a kindly savior of our hand to a deathly devourer of our land. That deadly gaze which coils and churns, save us please, they call at last. Mother cannot forget the past. Give us peace, respite they beg, but only spite she has for dregs. A message she shrieks and as she starts to cry. A message she sobs as the light begins to die. For those who come after them, and the oceans burned, and desert turned. Some words for those of kin who would soon rise again. Understand my deadly vow, I can never yield and will never bow. To those who seek to rid me of my life, there's those who I will cause much strife. Remember those who will come again, these mistakes made by your kin. May you never sink or falter so, and then you may greatly grow. And with that she gave a mighty sigh, the earth began to shift, as we began to die. And as we fell into hellish lie, not a single soul gave a parting cry. I like this ending here. Man, hilarious. So, with some of these more unique structure. What I'm looking for in these is just stuff that I can put together into another poem. And so from this, I really like this poem by itself. So I'm not going to touch it. Thundering across that silver sky as the sun began to die. Deadly rays of deathly bliss she laid gently upon their lips. But their flight could not stop, not until they reached that shining top. But the air was getting cold as the gods began to fold. Oh, they could not contain those deadly rays. One more step they begged and cried as the sun began to die. As deathly throes rocked the gods, a single one stood against all odds, looked upon that dying sun, and simply said that she had won. And with that he began to turn, but not before she left a deadly burn. A final mark to all who tried to climb once more and had died. The sun of old is no more, but the gods of new know her lore. Those deadly rays they cannot fight, even as they use all their might. The ground is truly ours, they cry, as if the sun had never died, and thus the gods began to fall down from their heavenly sprawl. And with a final longing sigh, all the gods began to die. None of that I really want to use. Let's see, something's changed. Something's changed, but I don't know what. Perhaps the air is a little sweeter, or maybe it's the grass that's greener. Something's changed, but I don't know what. I can't say for sure, but the days seem a bit shorter. Something's changed, but I don't know why. Seems that I can be without any supporter. I like this here. Don't you cry when you say goodbye. Something's changed and I'm feeling high. I'll be fine when you're gone, so don't you sigh. Something's changed, or it's in my mind. I like this. Yeah, I like these. Well, you've been living, laughing, loving, or has something changed, or is it all a lie? I've been given, packing, running, has something changed, or is it all a lie? Change is something, is that right? The sky seems a little bluer. Change is something, isn't that right? Or that means I'm just getting bluer. Scythe of gold taking there, change of come of that I'm aware. The reaper walking, coming here. I like this. Oh. Didn't need to. Alright. Sun is just is shining just a tad brighter. Change is here. My chest feels just a bit lighter. Change is here. I like that. And this. Okay. The sun still set when I am gone. 1, 2. I gaze upon a starry sky as my eyes spell nonsense lies. The stars are forever past, may no longer last. And as I sit here gazing still, taking in my fill, I gaze again at that starry night with eyes that shine so bright. As the sun comes near, the stars disappear, and here I am here, alone. Here will be a short stay, and soon to those stars I shall reach, and soon to those stars I shall pray. I will rise again and again to do as I preach. Once more I rise, but no longer with stars in my eyes. The bright in my light hath been gone for so long. The sight of my plight has shown that all is wrong. I like this. Again, with the repetition type style. I quite like that. Oh, shoot. Control V. Oh. I didn't copy it. V. Alright, wait. What am I doing? Okay. There we go. Forever down, I quickly plunge with no one around me. Alone they cry. Alone they all cry, surprise held in their eyes. How can that be? The man so quick with a laugh, who is on the right track. You'll find them soon. You'll see. You're far more appealing than me. Like this a lot. Ah, how I wish to give them a glimpse into my mind, and perhaps then they would try to just understand my bind. But I just nod and give an empty smile as I walk one more lonely mile. One foot crunches the fresh beaten track. The other follows suit and hopes to find what I lack. I like this. I like the structure of this bit, actually. Because we have rhyme into rhyme. One moment right, so we have rhyme into rhyme, and then we have smile into mile, and then all of this, well, this has the eind rhyme here. It also has the I sound, which is carried into I and I, then switches up here into one foot crunches a fresh beaten track. The other follows suit and hopes to find what I lack. I like this as a whole. So yeah. The lonely is I, just like this light in the sky, that cursed bright which basks me in white. I sit there and bide as the sky stretches wide. I sit there and pass as my breaths cry their last. I like this, and I don't really like the last phrase all that much. You're nervous, afraid, I can see it in your eyes. You're scared, terrified of what lies behind the eyes. You're lonely, confused of things you cannot do. You have no reason for fear, because he is here for you. He's watching, aware, always seeing, always knowing. He's listening, beware of what you believe is fair. He's lying, perhaps, but how could you know? I like this right here. Open the door, a crack he hears. Look through the blinds, a peep he sees. Ask the others, silence, he knows. What have you done? I like this bit as well. Your life on the run, look out, the sun, what's next? A fall, who is there? Not that, then what? Beware. Silence, a warning, quiet, safety, but where? New land for your stand, for one and all, revealed, the truth, that's what you believe. That's what you believe. The lies run deep, a chasm of despair. Oh, beware. The clock ticks quick, a quarter to the strike. Oh, compare the truth, a dance, a step to the rhythm. Oh, fair, the rules can't be, of course not. Can't you see? Talk strikes the clock, talk goes the chamber. Why won't you see? Befriend the time, beware the keeper. What can you believe? Seek the truth. Silence be the speaker. Why can't I believe? Make a stand. But can you stand the maker? So I like these lines here. Despair, beware. Quarter to the ticks quick, a quarter to the strike. I like these. I like this bit right here. I like this song because it encourages a rhythm in it. It's kind of slow starting out and then increases in speed as you go on. That's how I read it. And I like this here. This line. This line. This bit. I like these because it's like flips on words. Tick strikes the clock, talk goes the chamber, befriend the time, beware the keeper, seek the truth, silence be the speaker, make a stand, but can you stand the maker? The last line, this last bit, I don't know. I don't remember writing this stuff. Trip to the palace. Oh, I do remember writing this. I just didn't remember I called it Ramblings. Alright. A trip to the palace that is Eden, magic in every way but one. I glance at everyone who is feeding, and can't believe there are none. Everyone is seated at the gilded table. Everyone glances as the clock strikes. Just 2 more hours until main course is able. Just one more god that no one else likes. 1 more hour as the minutes tick by, the gay din filled with smiles and people buried in gin. The hour sits half and grins start to falter. The quarter is here, and all is silent at heaven's altar. The time has come and the hour strikes. The gong rings its damned tune, and the gods all cower as they clutch their spikes. The day has come and will stay till noon. Son, run if you can, and walk if you can't. The dead roam the aisles and these empty streets. One final journey for those who are damned, those who depart to the heavenly dawn. I like this bit here. I like these 2 bits actually, right here. 2, boom. The dice are rolled, the hands are set, but I must fold, I can't win this bet. The game I play is far too grand when all I wish is to lay. Nothing goes as planned. I like this here. Boom. So I run to neighbor inn, the rain beating down upon me. This must be like that, I think. The rain beating down upon me to drown my sorrows in tonic and gin. I can't escape the feeling, it just won't let me be. I jump in a taxi, heading out towards the sea. I need some old sailors as my company. The taxi shudders and shakes as we pass beneath rusty gates. And next thing I know, I'm down on my knees, standing in a puddle, with no one I see, head all in a muddle. I like this bit here. And I just can't seem to see straight. The walkway twists into whirling ends, and I get lost among the bait. The fishing boat small with endless bands. Whoa. These are longer than I thought. Wow. Can you see that sun? Can you see that the sun is some sort of signal? Can you hear those crows cry of confusion? Can you taste that fear fast approaching? What will you do when the sun sets tomorrow? Just arise once again on the morrow. What can you do when you're running out of time? What will happen when it all stops on a dime? The grinding groans of greed sound so loud indeed. Will that be enough, or will the sin still feed? Can the swamp truly drain when the sky is still full of rain? The mud at the bottom sticks to our souls. Grimy grit settles on boots full of holes. Endless steps like it's some sort of mystery. The waves of the world crashing below. Can you see what I see? Can you hear what I said? Can you taste that death is a-coming? Are you still blind to the future? Are you listening to me? Is anyone there? Am I here? Actually, so I like... Can you hear that the sun is some sort of signal? It has a good rhythm to it. Can you hear that the sun is some sort of signal? I like this. What can you do if you're running out of time? What will happen if it all stops on a dime? Don't like that. Okay. A single tear slowly fell upon that dirty cheek. His eyes filled with sadness as he stood on that mountain peak. To climb the cost had been too high. His friends and family had all died. The mountain a peak of corpses, and his tears stained red with blood. The man now broken, with no hope, Ernest rushed to find himself. He had lost what he valued most. He gazed upon bloodied valleys and thought of days in past. The days of dancing sunsets and golden plains he thought would forever last. But here he stands, a broken man, lost to the rest of time. Like many greats before him, he had crossed the final line, and heavens with furious ire had burned, not with fire. For in his heart there burned a deathly desire, of which he was a liar, a fraud who had played the game so well, but now the game was closing, and he could no longer sell. His bones of severed ties stood within a body of lies, and he slowly still he took his fill, alas, drifting into forever past. I like this here. That kind of fits into this, or to make something out of it. The gods have spoken clearly, condemning me to die. All I can say in defense is that it was just a lie. The matters of heart, the judge surely claimed to not be lied in court on this blessed day. So teach I pleaded to see right in my wrong ways. The jury slowly shook their heads and quickly turned away. The verdict is out, the message surely seen. To go against the heart is to fight the seven seas. So hold me closer, my darling baby girl. Let me lift you once more and see those golden locks unfurl. I'll miss you when I'm gone. But I wish the best. I wish the best. My only regret is that I'm leaving you. Are drawn near, but I have no fear. Acceptance is my middle name, my dear. Watch as daddy just leaves one last fateful time. Watch father disappear beneath the weight of time. My only wish for you after I have gone away. Do not cry, do not pray. Just love a single person. Or at least try. You can move from heart to heart, but never play the game. I do like... I like this here. My head's underwater, but I'm seeing fine. The deal's a killer, but doesn't cost a dime. So I guess I'll just... I like this. I like this line here. The deal's a killer, but doesn't cost a dime. The silk my safety cover, and the only shield I have. The threads I sew should hold firm as long as I stay on track. The fabric a moving art from all dimensions, and I'm on the right path. I'm running now with time right beside me. Too late to save the maker, but perhaps the baker will join in. Too soon to save the gifted, but perhaps the losers will be friends. I've lost the only drive that I could have, but I'm happy to begin. To lose or to win, the thoughts so obscene, I just can't imagine going to those ends. I like this bit here. The story flips to its final act. The hero stands alone, and evil stands aloft. The conclusion is fast approaching, as is the story's fins. The final act must be chained. I don't like any of that. Let's see. Found quite a bit. I'll probably finish up the rest of these. I'm not gonna go through this, as that's similar to the other one. Let's see. And this one, the ones that are really part of a story, that need more context around them, I'm not gonna take from. Not right now. Death came knocking as any soldier would, and any good man should answer if they could. Death stood waiting at that closed door and wondered what for. He could see through that window pane. Those eyes had long been very lame. Those ears had long been lost to him. He could hear that laughter deep within. I like this. As a family enjoyed their gin, even though his nose had been nothing since the days of yore, as he stood at that still closed door, he'd smell a wonderful meal emanating in the door. He stood there ever knocking, but that cursed door, resolute, stayed forever closed. The wonders of those within had forgotten that death existed within their den. With a heaving sigh, Death turned and began to cry. Another family, another sin, for one more soul had forgotten him. A herald came running while the soldiers were still gunning. Sire he called on dashing through the incoming fire. The trumpets call with heaven's hall, and the gods begin death's final ball. Nothing really in there. Actually, I don't need to read through. The time still ticks its nightly hand and bows to the Prince of Space. Love that line. More than could be. It's so much more than I had seen, so much more than I could know, so much more than could be read by every nook and every book. That final talk. And so I looked down to earth. That clock has no talks as the night stops its ticks. Forever in a day. Mad descent for us once. I like this. I wish I could have stood with strength to bear. Alas, I could not wear. That shame inside, I feel so very bare. Oh wait, no. I think I like this. My strength is far more brittle than anyone could have seen. It bends, it bows, and now has broke, with nothing left between. And I like this. Tears fill my eyes as I fall through sky. How I wish I could have been. How I wish I should have then. I should have asked for strength to last forever and a day. But as a ship cannot sail with no mast, I cannot go ever forth. My ship cannot go north. Its mast so marvelously messed that some trickster god should confess. I like this line. To do more I cannot. And bringing my drawing eyes before those hills, those streams, those sunset beams. Like that. Is some wonderful. And those are the ones that I like. Some writing. Let's see. Such matters that really talked. The god silent, the devil grinned as he stood amongst the impoverished wind. That's its own little thing. Nothing really from there. Nothing really from there. Alright, this is going to be a bit of an abrupt end, but I have found... got about 6 pages. Really 5.5 maybe, of some lines that I like. And what I'm going to try to do is use these to create a couple other poems. Alright. Ending the stream for now, and I'll film this later.